Pokemon. It's a franchise beloved by millions, including me. You can tell by my least favorite Pokemon being on my shirt because this shirt was gifted to me by my chat and they think that I love it, but I hate it. I hate Drampa so much, but still, I wear it because it's comfy and it's Pokemon and I love it. You can tell by my boy. I have a Snorlax. I even have a Bulbasaur over here that's just a sleepy little guy, and I love this little man more than anything. Get out of here, Bulbasaur. Go away. Now, I love Pokemon so much. I play the games every single time they're released, even though the newer versions of the game are kind of just wearing me out, and I'm not as in love with them as I used to be. What went from a game franchise that I would spend hundreds of hours in has dwindled to a game that I beat and then I put away and I don't play. None so more true than Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Scarlet. These games are so buggy and so problematic that I just didn't really find the love and enjoyment that I want to have with them. Now, I think these are the best Pokemon games that exist, but these are the worst made Pokemon games. I know that's an oxymoron, but it makes sense. They're incredibly fun, but there are so many bugs, there's so many glitches that it takes me out of Pokemon, and I don't really find enjoyment out of them. That was when it released. I know when later on they released a patch that fixed some of the problems, but the day the patch released, my game still crashed 3 times. And everyone says, oh, it fixed the game. It didn't. My game crashed 3 times in the same locations that it would usually crash. So I don't really know if that update really did anything. And after that update, I think they've been kind of quiet to the general audience. They have done a Charizard event. They've done a Greninja event. And those were really cool. And I jumped back in for those. But I didn't jump back in for any of the other raid events. And I know they're still doing them. I just haven't done them. And I don't really want to. But Pokemon is finally opening up its doors yet again, and they're talking to us, and they're letting us know what they're cooking up and what they're doing. They posted today, this morning, that we're getting a Pokemon Presents. Let's buckle in and check it out. Ooh, fancy. Oh, Pokemon Day. God, that music. Every time it gets me. That title screen music, 6 p.m.? 6 a.m.? Why? I don't know why Pokemon does this, but 6 a.m., it's so early. Why do they do this? I swear to God, they do this because they don't want people to watch the event live. They just want people to watch, like, a YouTube video of it later so they don't have to see the live chat complain about whatever they're announcing, whatever they're posting. But the Pokemon audience doesn't do that? Do they? They might. They might. You know, it's an online video game fandom. They probably do. It's probably miserable over there for them. But, you know, whatever. But I want to go in and I want to, like, talk about some of the things that we see because I think they give away a big clue of what they're going to be showing and what they're going to be releasing in this Pokemon Presents. Their big surprise, so to speak. Because, like, we all kind of know that Pokemon Scarlet DLC is going to come out. Like, that makes sense. You know, some mobile phone stuff, probably Pokemon Cafe Mix update, Pokemon Go for sure, Pokemon Masters, I don't know who plays that, but that's still getting updated, so I'm sure they're going to do something big for that as well. But let's get into this trailer, because I think there's something very big here. And my first clue is, like, this is like a kind of like a Pikachu CRT, so it's like immediately giving me like a retro vibe, a retro feeling in my head. And that goes on when the static happens. Because I don't really think, like, TV's static anymore. Maybe that's, like, a privilege thing. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a TV static recently in years. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. But, like, I just haven't ever seen static from a TV anymore. I don't think it's a thing that happens. So to me, it's invoking, like, the days of my youth when TVs did static all the time, quite frequently. So I'm kind of thinking immediately retro when I was young, when I was a little kid. So I'm thinking like retro, I'm thinking old. And then we see these black and white silhouettes. And this Bulbasaur kind of looks like Gen 1 art of Bulbasaur. I don't really know if like any of these other designs do. I don't think they do. But seeing black and white on the screen like that and the way they're glowing makes me kind of feel like Gen 1 Game Boy. That's what they looked like on the Game Boy. That's what they looked like on the Game Boy Advance, kinda. And it goes on You know, they do the circle thing, Pokemon Day, hooray. But the music, the theme song of Red and Blue is playing. And to me, I think that's them broadcasting, hey, Pokemon Red and Blue are coming to the Nintendo Switch Virtual Console. Because a few weeks ago, Nintendo did their own Nintendo Direct, and they announced that Game Boy Virtual Console and Game Boy Advance are now on the Switch. And they work great, and I love them. I've personally been playing the Game Boy Advance Virtual Boy a lot. I've been playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga nonstop. I'm obsessed with that game. I'm in love with it. It's so much fun. But my favorite Game Boy Advance RPG is obviously Pokemon. So seeing this gets me really excited that we may be getting Pokemon on the Game Boy Virtual Console and the Game Boy Advance Virtual Console. It's a long shot in hell, but whew, I would be so excited. Wouldn't that be neat? I think that'd be really something special if we got those games and they had connectivity with home and other Nintendo games, because a lot of eagle-eyed fans noticed that a Japan trailer came out for the Nintendo Switch expansion pass and virtual consoles, and it was about the N64 services. And it said one particular segment featuring the Pokemon Stadium was updated to remove a disclaimer stating that fans could not transfer Pokemon into Pokemon Stadium to use in that game. Well, if Pokemon Red and Blue are coming to the Game Boy Virtual Console, then they would be able to upload their Pokemon to Pokemon Stadium, just like how you could do it back in the N64 days. And I think that'd be really sweet. I think that'd be really cool. And it'd be kind of huge to go from a Pokemon Stadium announcement for N64. You know, it's exciting, it's fun if you just like Pokemon battles. But then to go on to say further, oh, you can also go on a retro adventure in this virtual console as well. I think that'd be pretty sick. Especially if they use it to kind of boost the expansion pass and say, hey, all of the Pokemon games are only available via expansion pass. Game Boy is accessible to everyone with a Nintendo Switch Online, but Game Boy Advance is only accessible to people with an expansion pass. So if you put all the Pokemon games under the expansion pass, I think that'd be a really good way to sell it. And I don't really think that's scummy either, because you would get, you know, I think of Red and Blue as one game, but if Gold and Crystal come as well, that's 2 games. And then Ruby Sapphire, that's 3 games. That'd be pretty awesome. That'd be really freaking sweet, in my opinion. I'd have a great time with that. I've seen some other a lot of theories about Pokemon Presents. You know, DLC coming for Scarlet and Violet. We all kind of assume that, and they need it. I would actually kind of hope that it's not DLC and that it's an actual third game. I feel like they should just redo Paldea. I don't really know how much they can fix with DLC. I think it'd be better if they just wiped it and started from scratch, in my opinion. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm wrong, who knows. But hey, I'm sitting back, I'm waiting, and I'm sure the DLC will be a lot of fun. I've also heard rumors about a Mystery Dungeon game, and that'd be fun to go back into. I loved Mystery Dungeon. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue and Explorers of Sky and Time and Darkness, those were some of my favorite games growing up. They moved me to tears every single time. I think the newer ones lost their spark a lot, but if they find that spark again from the old games, whew, we'd have a great game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We would have an amazing game. Wow, do I want that. What do you guys want from the Pokemon Presents? Please let me know in the comments below. And hey, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe to this video? Pretty please for me, for your favorite video game news guy, Scootish. Anyway, I'm going to be live on Twitch later tonight. I just wanted to make this video and talk about Pokemon Presents. All right, everyone. Goodbye. Oh, God damn it. I need to hit the stop recording button again. But I'm holding a mic. This is why I should use the other microphone. Okay, everyone. Fuck. Goodbye. 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 I'm doing a weird T-Rex thing. Goodbye. Goodbye. Go away. Bye-bye. Adios.